I used the knot technique and manifested $1.3 million in 6 months. I used the same technique that made me climb a ladder, and I experimented with this a few times before moving on to different things, but this time I applied it to money. And within 6 months, I manifested $1.3 million. And I know that's crazy, but I was doing things in a way that was a little bit backwards. And so what I would do is during the day, I wasn't saying I will manifest $1 million. I was saying I will not manifest $1 million. Yeah, I know that sounds crazy. But if you watch my last video where I talked about how I manifested climbing a ladder, you already understand why this matters so much. Now, this is what I was doing. Every night before sleep, I would count money, not just visualize it, but actually feel it, hear the sounds, feel the stacks in my hand, the texture, the movement. I would loop that over and over until I fell asleep. And then during the day, I would say, I will not manifest $1 million. And here's why that works. Because your brain doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. And it takes whatever you impress upon it and tries to make it real. So if the outside experience is not matching what's going on in your imagination, it'll seek to externalize that in your world. And here's the deeper part. Your brain also doesn't process not the way you think. So when you say, I will not manifest $1 million, what your brain actually focuses on, manifest $1 million. And now you've created this loop because at night, you're impressing the subconscious mind. And then during the day, you're reinforcing that idea, even if you think you're rejecting it. Now, before I was able to perfect this, I was experimenting and I made a huge mistake along the way. And pay attention because it's gonna save you so much time, because it's the biggest mistake most people make when they're visualizing for money. When I started doing this, I was counting money, but not fully feeling like it was mine. And what happened was I ended up counting money shortly after that, but it was about $50,000 for someone else. The same action, wrong identity. And that's when everything clicked. It's not about just the visualization, it's about ownership. And you have to have the audacity to know that this is yours. You're not hoping, you're not wishing, you're claiming, this is mine. And another mistake that most people make is counting small bills. People will sit there and they'll imagine $20 bills, 100 maybe here and there. No, if you're gonna do this, count hundreds. Normalize bigger amounts, stacks even, briefcase amounts. But you also have to be smart about it too. If you haven't seen 100,000, trying to jump straight to the millions might feel fake. So start somewhere where you can believe and then build up from there. Now, getting into how this whole thing kind of transpired, you're gonna be led across a bridge of incidents that's gonna lead you to the realization of your desire. So I had a conversation with a friend one day, and then they referred me to someone else, and I ended up having a meeting with that person, and that meeting changed everything. I'm being a little cryptic here on purpose, but what I'm saying is I got access to information and guidance, and for a deal that I was already working on for free. He was helping me out, and and that deal turned into $1.3 million. At the end of the day, this isn't about techniques. It's really about understanding how your mind really works, because your brain is constantly trying to solve problems, close gaps, externalize, and whatever you impress upon it, whatever you feed it, it's gonna grow. It has no choice but to move in that direction. So try this out, start small, build it up, and most importantly, know that it's yours. Now, if this video resonated with you, go ahead and like this video, share it with 3 of your best friends, drop a comment, and also, if you're looking to reprogram your subconscious mind, I created a video right here. Check it out. Peace.